It's very foamy. Sorry. Alright, so I'm about to have my breakfast. And then I'm just catching up from last night's Survivor still. So I'm heading out for a 7-hour ride today. And yeah, I just thought I would bring you guys along for the ride. I'm being really quiet because my roommate's still asleep. And yeah, enjoy. I think my hands are wet. That's why it's so hard. It's not usually this hard. Alright, so I just filled my bottles, so I'm just starting off with 2 litres, and I've filled both with 1500 precision hydration. So I used to get a lot of cramps, and I really struggled with, I guess, figuring out why. And then actually my old coach got me onto pH quite a few years ago now, and I haven't looked back. This is the real deal. It's for just kind of a basic understanding. A Gatorade has like 200, 300 milligrams of electrolytes. This has 1500 per litre. So once you actually figure out how much electrolytes you need, it's often a hell of a lot more than you think. And there are so many brands out there that just don't have enough electrolytes in their electrolyte drink. So plus this guy has 30 grams of carbohydrates per 1 litre bottle, so that's good as well because it just helps also get the carbs in. You can get a non-carb version if you would like just the pure electrolytes. Yeah, so if you're struggling at all or you're curious, I can't suggest pH enough. I've been using these guys for years and I'll continue to use them for years even if they hate my guts, so yeah. Alright, now there's one thing you definitely can't forget for a 7-hour ride, and I think you know what that is. It's your gooch goo. So if you don't put goo on your gooch, it's going to be like a crime scene. So make sure you get your goo on your gooch. Alright, so once again you join me on Arthur's seat. We're 2 hours into the ride. Plan is 7 hours. Pretty hilly route. On all the hills it's low cadence to build strength. Yeah, the goal for this ride is just to overload, like help overload the endurance. So 7 hours is longer than I'm ever going to ride in a race, but the goal is just long endurance. Build up that endurance and build up that strength. Make sure the legs are still powerful after that time. I just love this route. It's so flipping pretty, but it is bloomin' windy today. So great news is I've booked my flights to Europe, heading to Paris, and then my race in France in May. So now the flights are booked, the work just really needs to be put in. And yeah, so I got 70.3 Aix-en-Provence in France, very incorrect pronunciation. And then I've got Challenge Roth in June. So this week
I had a big week of work, like 43 hours of work this week, and today's my only day off. Shift got cancelled, so still managing. Should be about 26 hours of training this week. Big focus is just on overloading the body, so big runs, big long runs. Plan I think is 34k on Sunday, and then yeah, big long rides, big long swims, and then gym. And then yeah, big focus on the gym work. Keep strengthening the body, build that fatigue and strength. I swear by the gym, as you know. So today is Thursday, I think it's the 2nd of February. Episode 3 of Survival was last night. I still haven't finished it because I worked late last night, but geez, it's been good. Super stoked to see my brother absolutely dominating. Somehow his name's just not getting thrown out, and he's been, like literally he was on the show 6 months ago, and like did they not see him fighting from the bottom for weeks and weeks and weeks and dominating challenges, and he's one of the most likable dudes in the history of the game. So why his name's been not being thrown out is just absolute testament to how he dominated the first few days, creating relationships on both sides so he can swing with the boys or swing with the girls, and that's how it's done. And without naming names, I'm sure you all know if you're watching it, there's clearly a few people, particularly on that villains tribe, that have forgotten or perhaps never learnt from their past mistakes that it's the jury who votes for the winner, and Geordie's nailed that. I'm really trying to take this channel to the next level, so if you've made it this far, can you help me out? Chuck us a like, chuck us a subscribe, however you say it. Alright, so we're 3.5 hours in, so halfway through. Pit stop. It's a bit windy. Alright, so I just stopped for a music bar because, as you can probably hear, it's windy as hell and I can't even take a hand off the handlebars. And to top it off, we got that bad boy coming our way. So I got an hour and 23 minutes to go and about 40-ish K to go. So I think it'll be interesting. All done and dusted, so 7 hours, 200k, like 1700 meters of climbing, so good ride. And I those last 3 hours on the way back, I was literally just trying to keep the bike upright. The wind was hectic. Yeah, so definitely made it more interesting. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed coming along for the day. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.